welcome to my channel. I am Tori Lynn. Let's blossom today. Today I'm going to be doing a, what are you, a bachelor or a
wedding party.
Wedding party, thank you. My brain kind of didn't work there. So it's my friend Melanie, and she is in a wedding party, and today we're going to be doing kind of a trial run of makeup and whatnot for her. So I've got all my stuff pulled out here, and I'm just going to kind of do a little practice on what she wants to do for the wedding, which is in just a few weeks. So yeah, she's not super into makeup, little eyeliner, little mascara, little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right. She doesn't do a whole lot for makeup, so she asked me and I was like, heck yes, I will do that. So here we are. We're doing it. We're doing like full glam today, so I just thought I would bring you guys along for a little fun. So we're going to be starting off with some primer. This primer is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Primer. This one's going to have really good grip. It'll make your makeup last like all day. And then I'm just working this primer in the areas with larger pores. And then working it around her whole face to make sure everything is really coated. So I'm using for foundation the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I really like this foundation for a long wear. It's not super dewy, it's not super matte, it's kind of a natural finish, but it stays on super well. It actually lasts through even like mask wearing and stuff, so it's been a really good foundation. I found this one back in like January, I think, and I really like it. I made sure to swatch this on her neck first to make sure these shades match her skin really well. And then I'm just using a damp beauty blender to apply this all over, and I'm pulling back her hair to make sure I'm getting it all the way back to her hairline, keeping her hair out of the way off her forehead, and adding a little more foundation where foundation is needed. This foundation is super buildable. We actually ended up using a Maybelline Fit Me foundation on the wedding day, however, which is another great foundation as well. Now I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape to conceal your under eyes.
You're gonna need half the tube.
And then I'm just using the concealer in the typical areas that I would use on myself. The under eyes, the nose, forehead, the deep creases around the side of the nose, smile lines, chin, etc. And using the same damp beauty blender to blend that out. No special tricks here. So then I'm going to take my Beauty Bakery setting powder, or as they call it, flour, and I'm going to bake your under eye. Now I typically bake my under eyes every day to keep my under eyes from creasing, and I don't know if hers do that, so I want to bake hers as well, along with the fact that this will keep her under eyes looking bright and happy throughout the day. I'm also going to bake her nose to keep the foundation locked in. Now beyond this point, I kind of forget to talk to you guys and mention what I'm doing. We got into conversation, and so I am just doing her brows with the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I believe I'm using the shade number 3 here. This is just a nice brow gel. It's going to lay those brow hairs down very nicely. She has a very nice, thick, natural arched brow on her own. She ended up getting them threaded right before the wedding, so this product was perfect because she wanted to keep a nice natural brow. And then I'm just taking the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the original to give a nice base for the eyeshadows. And then I'm taking the Jeffree Star Orgy palette and putting down a nice cream color as the base to lay everything down nice. And then I'm taking a nice taupe color in the crease to add a little bit of dimension to build in her creases a little bit. Now she has hooded eyes as well as I do, so I'm having her kind of lift her brow, and I am going up above her crease a little bit. That way when she opens her eyes, her crease won't get completely lost. And then I'm going in with a darker brown, kind of a medium brown, and I'm going in the outer half of the eye in a nice V shape. And then I'm going in with a nice chocolatey brown right in the very outer corner of the V to add just a little more depth. And then I'm taking my favorite blending brush and I'm just going to give everything a really good blend. I want this to have a nice seamless, soft, smoky nude look, which is exactly what she asked me for. She said, I just want to have a really nice nude, smoky look. And then I jumped into the Proof is in the Pudding palette and popped into one of the shimmery shades in there, and I'm just popping that on the lid. She didn't want a heavy shimmer, but she wanted to add a little bit of shimmer just for a little pop of something. And then I'm just adding a little inner corner highlight. And then I'm going back in with the medium brown shade to smoke out the under eye. Then I'm going to go ahead and sweep away that excess baking, which will also sweep away any fallout that may have happened from the shadows. And then I'm going to go ahead and set her face down. I am using the Too Faced Born This Way pressed powder in the shade Porcelain. This foundation has a really nice finish, has a little bit of matteness to it, but not super flat. And then I'm going to go ahead and give her a nice bronze contour. She wanted to go not super strong on the cheeks, but nice enough to have a nice contour. And then she has a larger forehead, so I made sure to contour her forehead fairly strongly to give it a nice good bronze. And I am using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. We did decide to use the NARS Diffused bronzer on the wedding day just because I felt like it complemented her skin tone a little bit better than the Hoola bronzer did. And for highlight, I'm going in with one of my absolute faves, the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This highlight I feel like complements any fair or light skin tone. It looks so beautiful. And then for blush, I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Risque. And then I'm just setting her down with some Beauty Bakery setting glaze. And then I am going in with some Benefit Roller Lash Mascara to prep her eyelashes for some falsies. Now we weren't sure as far as lip color what we wanted to do, so we started off with Dusty Rose from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a nice liquid lipstick, and we're putting that on while waiting for the lash to get tacky. And then we decided we wanted to go with maybe something a little bit lighter. So you can see with all the swatches on the back of my hand that we swatched a ton of colors so I could show her kind of some of the options. And this was a Profusion, I believe. Yes, Profusion matte lip cream in the shade Matte Secret. but we end up changing her lip color one more time to Teddy from MAC. Alright guys, we got her all done up and she is ready. We've kind of figured out the kinks and what we're gonna do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.